afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. Got another nice pre-owned Class C we're going to review today, and it's a great floor plan. This is a 2014 Thor 4 Winds Model 28Z. And overall length of this Class C is 30 feet long, and that's bumper to bumper at its longest point. Has one slide out and 26,510 miles, I believe. Really clean motorhome in and out. Really good price, under $50,000, which, guys, trust me, right now, me and Dad both kind of split up an online RV auction this morning. Class C's like this with low miles, honestly, this thing would have brought 50 grand at a wholesale dealer auction right now. And little pre-owned Class C's are hot right now, let's just say that. And got a really good deal on this one, sitting on some nice Michelin tires all the way around. I mean, really nice. Date code is late 2000 or mid 2018s. No dry cracking, still got all the tabs on them. Don't look like they have probably 3,000 or 4,000 miles on them. I don't think you got to worry about tires for years, guys. One thing I'm going to point out I do have to do to this motorhome is the awning tube. It needs to be replaced, and it needs a new canvas. So it is a power awning, and I am going to take care of that for you. As a matter of fact, we ordered it the other day, and it just came in while I was getting this unit prepped to film. So the awning tube is here, and it will be installed in the next few days. So don't worry about that. You'll have a brand new awning and awning canvas. About to get some storms in, so let's get this on the road. Of course, this is a Thor, built on a 4D 450 chassis, has one slide out, 305 horsepower, Triton V10. Got the mega storage in the back. Look at this huge storage bay back here. I mean, wow. And that is an actual table on the other side that you can put over here or over there and put underneath your awning. Have your picnic table. I mean, guys, you can put your grill, your blankets, your kids, whatever you need to put under there. No, I'm just kidding about that. Don't do that. But you can put unexpected guests, whatever you need to put in that mega storage. Got a backup camera, works great. Roof looks great. Got a 5,000 pound tow capacity, 305 horsepower V10, 420 pound-feet of torque. Got a nice slide out with a awning topper. Let me pause the video for a minute. Let's pop a drone up and let's do a roof shot real quick. Got a really good looking roof to be well, I guess 9-year-old motorhome now. Hang on one second. You can see, guys, that's a good looking roof to be a 14 model. You know, because, you know, there's no such thing as a like new used RV, especially one that's 9 years old. I'm not knocking it because I'm going to show you any defects I see. But, wow. The only thing I really see as far as cosmetic imperfections is you got on the vinyl stripes on the cab, you got one or two little spots there. You've got a little HD Max fade on the top of the cab over, which you probably saw in the drone footage better than I can show you down here, which I would say this thing's been kept under cover, at least most of it. Maybe the front cab was stuck out a little bit. And like most Class C's, you got a little bit of cracking in the vinyl stripe right there. No big deal. That's kind of normal and what to be expected for one of this age, but I don't want anybody driving up here, oh, I thought this thing was brand new. There's no such thing as a new 14 model, guys. I mean, you look at what this thing costs new, what it's worth, and what other ones are bringing on RV Trader. You go on RV Trader, there's one other 1428Z is in Idaho. It's got 40,000 miles. It's $64,900. or 65 grand, you might as well say. It's at another dealership, and you can rest assured you're not going to be able to buy it for 65 grand before you leave there. They're going to add fees, they're going to tack on upsells. You're probably going to be closer to $80,000 even with your sales tax before you get out of there. Here, guys, it's $64,900 plus applicable sales tax. That's it. No upsells, no fees. Just a $50 to $100 highway impact fee if you're a Georgia resident, and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee if you're a Georgia resident. Out of state, you don't pay that, of course. That's it. No upsells, no fees. And it's going to include a new awning tube and canvas installed. Let's look inside. Got the low steps. You don't have to worry about a step. Low steps, you don't have to worry about a step. Yeah. I've got everything running. It's got a 4 kW Onan generator powering everything up right now. Inside looks really nice to be a 14. Mostly cloth furniture, so you don't have to worry about the flaking furniture problem. We'll start here in the front cab. We have 26,510.2 miles. I do have the parking brake on, and we are going to drive it later in the video. No check engine lights, no warning lights. Dash air is cold. They have added an upgrade aftermarket large backup camera, very large screen. So, you know, if you're worried about seeing behind you, you'll like that. Seats look great. Got the genuine imitation plastic wood paneling on the dash and on the doors. I mean, that's 100% genuine fake wood right there, guys. I mean, they don't get no better than that. Got the touchscreen Bluetooth stereo, of course. Like I said, dash air is good and cold. I've got it running right now. Heated power mirrors, power windows, power locks. I think NADA was like 55, 56 if you want to pull it up. Just adjusting for the mileage. No added options, just adjusting for the mileage. Look up top here, guys. You do have, in fact, let me flash NADA up real quick. Hang on one second. All right, guys, you can see I've got a really good price. And of course, you can't buy them for that right now. Look on RV Trader if you don't believe me, and other assorted sites. But I do trust RV Trader more than any of the rest of them, because a lot of times you look on other RV websites, you might be looking at an ad from 2 or 3 years ago, where RV Trader, that's pretty much where everybody, all dealers and pretty much most for sale by owners advertise their units at. You have to pay to renew your ad after 60 days. So if you don't renew it or pay to renew it, it disappears. It doesn't stay on there for years at a time like a lot of other websites do. Do have a cab over with a, this is in between, this is bigger than a full, smaller than a queen, so you want to use queen size sheets. That's your insert cushion, so this makes a full to queen size bed. It is an 8 sleeper, which is nice in a 30 footer. You do have a dinette booth that converts into a bed. You do have a fold-out sleeper sofa that makes a bed. You know, this is mostly cloth, but you do have a little bit of flaking issue right here on this trim piece. This is not worth having the whole thing recovered for, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. And like I said, it's just, it is what it is. And little contact paper right there is missing on the corner. Books and manuals included. Previous owners have done a partial LED light bulb conversion, so you've got the best of both worlds. You got white or yellow, your choice. So you can change them however you want to, but most of them are changed out to white. TV, DVD players, front and back. I've got them on, I didn't put the antenna up, so I've just got whatever DVDs are playing in it. I couldn't even tell you what that movie is. Maybe one of y'all can tell me in the comments. I just hit play. You do have a side kitchen. This is all on a slide out, your kitchen and dinette booth, which is nice because it's not a very deep slide out. So when it's in, when you're traveling, you still got a pretty good amount of room in here. You've got some overhead storage. Left you a few waters in there. We haven't cleaned this unit yet either, guys. This is just how it came in. We hadn't really, I think we washed it and dressed the tires. That's about it. Microwave looks clean. 3-burner stove top looks good. Oven looks good. Double basin sink. Got a good amount of storage in it. I mean, you got overhead storage up here. There's your curtain. This is your privacy curtain that goes across the front. I left this up here, guys. This is just a bunch of books, maps, guides, mostly from the southeast, I guess places this motorhome's been, like South Carolina, places like that. So I'm kind of old school. I still like to look through those, even though I know phones and tablets have replaced print, stuff like that, but still cool to look through. 597.5 hours, so still good hours on it. 13.5 ducted AC, blowing ice cold right now. Got the 82-inch tall ceiling height, so you know you don't have to worry about bumping your head. Got a 6 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer that runs off of propane or electric, and looks good. Got the LED light in it, and considering it just came in, hasn't been cleaned yet, and it's already getting cold. And we guarantee this stuff, the major stuff, to work. We do a major systems inspection, which includes the refrigerator and freezer, among other things. So what we do is, even though I've got the lowest priced, at least that I can find as of time of video production, 2014 28Z on the internet with close to 26,000 miles as possible, currently for sale as of right now at time of video production, I got the lowest price one out there. We still check and make sure slide outs work, refrigerator, freezer, roof air gets to operating temp, generator runs, puts out like it's supposed to. We check your plumbing system, make sure it all works right. We check your drivability of it. We're going to put you a new awning tube on it, new awning canvas, and all that for $49.9 with no extra fees, plus applicable sales tax. Porcelain RV toilet, big double medicine cabinet. You do have a glass shower, skylight looks good. Pop this screen up. Screen vent. Fully enclosed bathroom, so when somebody's getting ready for the day, they're not blocking access to the bathroom. Queen Island bed, mattress looks good. We got overhead storage there. You've got a TV with a DVD player here. And there's all your fuses and breakers right there. Easy spot to get to, which, you know, it's not unusual sometimes to flip a fuse or flip a breaker, not flip a fuse, but flip a breaker or have a fuse go bad. Always carry a few extras with you as far as fuses. And you've got a 30-footer, so perfect size for older parks, state parks, older campgrounds. You know, it's not too big, not too small. You still can sleep 8 people. You've got sleep 6 up here, 2 in the back. Perfect for a couple or a small family, 4 separate beds, or you can use it for a couple and have lots of seating space and storage space. You know, I like this. This is a classic floor plan, so you got a lot of these overhead storage bins. It all adds up when you add it together. I mean, a ton of storage, a lot more storage than you would get in a smaller Class C, even one with multiple slide outs, because usually when you add a lot of slide outs, you give up a lot of storage. This one right here with just the one shallow slide out, you still retain a lot of extra storage, which is really important. I've got this unit for $49.9, haggle-free firm. It doesn't matter how you pay for it to us, guys. We're not going to be like a lot of other RV dealerships and charge you more if you don't go through our lenders, if you don't go through our finance department, guys. You know, a lot of dealers will charge you more if you pay cash than if you finance, or if you go to your own bank. We don't care, because unlike other RV dealerships, not only do we not charge you fees and have upsells, but we don't make money on financing. See, other dealerships, when you go in and apply for an RV loan, they've got these deals worked out with the banks that they do business with, where they get you approved for a certain rate. And that bank lets that dealer mark that interest rate up to pretty much whatever they want to within reason. I mean, let's just say they got you approved at 6.5%. They're not going to let the dealer mark it up to 15%. No, they're not going to let you do that. But they will let the dealer mark it up to, say, 6.5%, the buy rate, which is what we always contract everybody at, which is what the bank actually approved you for. Instead of doing 6.5% the buy rate, they'll let the dealer mark it up to 7.5%, 8%, 8.5%. Well, guys, you know, that can add a lot of money to a long-term RV loan. I mean, it may only be 20, 25 bucks a month, but over 120 months, 144 months, 180 months, that can add up to potentially thousands of dollars in overpayment on an RV loan, and the dealership keeps about 80% of that extra profit. It's a big, huge source of revenue for them, because remember, guys, a dealer does nothing without, and I know it sounds weird, for those of you who never watched my videos before, yes, I'm telling you inside secrets about dealerships, how they make money. It's not just on the price. You don't pay that. When you go in, like at this dealership, like if this was a different dealership and it was advertised for $49,900, you can't walk in there with $50,000 cash, plop it down on the desk, and leave with an RV. Even if you added your sales tax to it, they're not going to let you do that. There's no way. They can't make money doing it that way. We can, but they can't. What they're going to do is they're going to make you finance it so they can make that extra percentage on interest. Then they're going to start doing what's called upsells. Upsells are ESPs, extended service contracts, which are not worth the paper they're written on. Basically, these dealers go to these warranty companies or service contract companies. Technically, if it's not a factory, if it's not from Thor, which Thor only puts warranties on brand new RVs, they don't put them on used ones, then it's called a service contract. But you can call them a warranty if you want to. And basically, it's an aftermarket warranty. And what they do, these service contract companies sell these warranties to these, or service contracts, these warranties to these dealers for, it's been a while, but probably something like this, a 4-year or 5-year warranty, they're probably going to sell it for $1,500 to the dealership. That's probably a brown dealer cost, $1,400, $1,500, give or take a couple $100. So obviously, if that's all the warranty company's making on a warranty, they're not going to cover much, and they're going to get out of paying every claim they can, because they're obviously not making a ton of money, because one warranty claim can ruin all their profit. So obviously it's a scam from the get-go. So what the dealership does, they take that warranty they paid $1,400, $1,500 for, turn around, sell it to you when you buy the RV for $8,000, $7,000. But they don't tell you, they don't sell it to you that way, because you're financing it through their lender. They sell it to you on payment. They don't tell you the amount that is adding to your loan. All they tell you about is payment. That's how they get you guys. When they start talking payment instead of amount financed, you're getting ripped off. Well, Mr. Customer, or Mr. and Mrs. Customer, or whatever, you know what? For only $26.75 more cents a month, we can get you 5 years nationwide service contract. With this, it covers this, and this, which it doesn't. But when they start quoting payments instead of amount finance, that's when you know they're trying to get you. You know how to stop that, right? And this will make any finance manager sweat. Ask him or her, and don't ask them to guess. Tell them, write down the exact dollar amount you're charging me for that service contract. Write it down, let me have it. I don't want to know the payment amount. I want to know the exact dollar amount it's adding to my loan. And then they'll start telling you these other services too, like gap insurance, vacation packages, tire and wheel packages, roadside assistance, exterior and interior protection packages, all these other supposedly just awesome things you'd be crazy to turn down. Guys, all that stuff is a scam. It's not worth the paper it's written on. They buy that stuff for pennies on the dollar. They turn around, sell it to you for a massive markup, 4 or 5 times dealer cost. They add it to your loan. They start selling you those products on payment instead of the amount is adding to your loan. That's how they make their money. Basically, they take something like this that costs $49.9. They'll add $10, $12, $15,000 in upsells to it, and you leave owing $65,000, $70,000 on something that was advertised for $49.9. And it happens to people every day. Don't be one of those victims, guys. There's too many of them already. I get them in every week. Well, I bought this, I've been paying on this thing for 4 years, and I just called my bank and I owe more than what they advertised for it when I bought it new. Well, that's because you got suckered into those upsells. They got you. Ain't nothing you can do. I see it every day, guys. I see it every day. People call us, want to trade, want to buy stuff. They bought new, been paying on it for years. They owe more. They'll owe $10,000, $20,000 over a retail book on it. And y'all see what I sell these things for. I sell them way under book value. I sell them way under everybody else, what they're selling the same year, make, and model for. So, of course, I got to buy them where I can sell them for that. So when they're that far upside down, unless they got money to get them out of that hole, you know, in savings or whatever, I can't help them. And I feel sorry for them. I mean, I've had people literally just crying their eyes out at my desk before because they were that far buried. And I feel sorry for them, but they went to these corporate RV dealerships like Rip Off World and all these other places, guys. And that's... I don't know how they sleep at night. I really don't. I really don't. Obviously very well, because they make a ton of money, but they don't care if these people ever come back again, because they can't come back again. Here's a trick, guys. You don't believe me? Go to these corporate RV dealerships. Ask them how many trade-ins they got on the lot right now. I guarantee you they'll have 400 new RVs and they won't have a single trade-in. Because obviously when people buy from there, they can't trade it back in because they owe too much. Or they might have 1 or 2 trade-ins. You come here, I probably got 25 trade-ins that came in here. And most of them were bought here, you know, years ago or a couple years ago or whatever. But, yeah, guys, it's just crazy. And I'm just giving you advice. Take it how you will. I've been in this industry for 25-something years. I've seen everything you can think of, guys. Those fees they charge, 100% dealer profit. Those upsells, just absolutely disgusting what they do to people with those upsells. And don't get me wrong, I want you to buy from us, but if you don't buy from us, guys, stick with the independent mom and pop dealership. Stay away from these corporate guys. All they're doing is ripping you off. That's all they're doing. I don't know. But what do? People are under the misassumption that the bigger the dealer, the better the price, when it's the exact opposite. The bigger the dealer, the more the markup, because the more the overhead, the more they're going to pay. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my video. If you're interested in this 28Z, let us know. What I'm going to do, like I do with all my motorhome videos, I am going to pause the video for a few minutes and bring the slide out in and show you how that works and show you what it looks like with the room in. Then we'll take it for a test drive. But in the meantime, guys, let me tell you real quick, our major systems inspection again just includes those systems that I mentioned earlier. We'll make sure the generator works, puts out. We'll make sure the drivability is good, air conditioner, the roof air, the refrigerator, freezer, plumbing system, which includes water heater, water pump, faucet, spigot, toilet, no plumbing leaks. And we'll put the new awning tube on it. That's all included for the $49.9. Everything else sold as is. And of course I went kind of took it one step further. You see the TVs work, backup camera works, lights work, dash air works. Even though we don't cover those things, heck, if they work, there's no sense checking them. If it ain't broke, you can't fix it. So, you know, I do, for my viewers, I do kind of take it a few steps further and check all that other stuff for you. And if there's anything wasn't working that I found, I would let you know. And I am taking care of the awning for you, even though that's not one of our covered systems. We will put a new awning tube and new canvas, which is here. We just got to get somebody freed up to put it on for you. And what I recommend you doing is either one of two things or both. Either come down, look at this unit yourself, spend some time in it and inspect it yourself, decide if it's in good enough condition for you and your family to purchase, or hire a third-party RV inspector. Guys, I just don't understand people why they don't hire them. That's the best resource. I've started using them when I buy these things from individuals that are, you know, halfway across the country. I've hired several of them myself as a dealership. That's how I feel about them. Hey, a few $100, $400, $500, $600, $700, well worth it. I wouldn't buy a used or even a brand new RV for myself without one. Well, if I didn't know what I know. Fortunately, I've 25 years in this business, and I do a lot of my own service and maintenance. I pretty much can check the same things they can check, but when I can't see it in person, I use one. But anyway, guys, don't be afraid. It's a drop in the bucket. RVing's not a cheap hobby, and you wouldn't buy a home without a home inspector. So why would you buy an RV without an RV inspection? So hang tight, guys. I'm going to make sure everything's closed on the outside, bring the room in, and I'll be right back with the room in. And again, call 706-965-7929 if you're interested or have questions about this motorhome. Call before coming to look to make sure it's available, and I'll see you back in just a second. All right, everybody, I've got the room in, and as always, you want to go outside, make sure all your outside bays are latched and closed, latched and locked. And the main reason for that is I've seen some of the outside bays open underneath the slide. Somebody bring a room in and catch the edge of the outside bays and bend the door and break it off. So I always just make it part of my habit to go outside and make sure everything's closed, latched and locked on the outside bays before I bring the room in. And of course, not this particular case because I'm waiting on the awning tube and the awning fabric, but make sure your awning's in and make sure it's secure and all that good stuff. So, and if you're parked under a bunch of trees and you don't have a slide topper, which this one does, you don't have to worry about this next step. But if your unit doesn't, make sure that you don't have any sticks and leaves and debris on top of your slide out that can damage your seal from bringing it in. And of course, a battery powered leaf blower or the low-tech solution is a ladder and a broom will also sweep the top of your slide out off before bringing it in. But anyway, come inside, you turn your motorhome off, parking brake on, make sure your front seat's out of the way, and you can see, guys, because it's a shallow slide out, it's really, to me, not that much different with the slide out in or out. I mean, it's a little bit less floor space, but you really don't lose much. You walk through here, and again, guys, keep in mind, I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. I'm almost under 300 pounds, but I'm still right there at it. I got to turn a little sideways right here, going into the kitchen. Slide out button is right here. So what you do is once you get everything set up, make sure there's nothing in your way inside. Push this in and push it till it comes all the way in. As with any slide out system, you bring them all the way in or all the way out. There is no in between. If you can't bring it all the way out because of a tree or another obstacle, you bring it all the way in. If that slide out cannot connect with the wall, either with the outside or the inside, that seal cannot connect to keep the water out. So once you bring it in, it stops. That's it. So you still got full access to your kitchen, bathroom, fridge, bedroom. You can make your couch bed out. You can make your table bed out. You can make your cab over bed out. Take a few seconds, put it back out if you want to. No big deal. I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff off the table, because if I don't, it will certainly make its way off during the test drive. And also, guys, anything loose like that, make sure that it's put down before you test drive. If you've got like a coffee pot or something like that on your dash, put your glass coffee pot and sink or something like that, or microwave, someplace secure. So anyway, let me get one of my salespeople to be our cameraman for the test drive, and I will see you in just a second from the driver's seat. All right, everybody, now we're going to test drive this 14 Thor Winds 28Z. Got my good buddy Shane going to be our cameraman for this trip. And as always, guys, if you've got any questions at all about this motorhome, give Shane a call or a text. What's your number, Shane?
It's 423-347-8478.
He'll answer any questions at all you have about this motorhome. And 26,510 miles. I don't really expect anything wrong with it. But better knock on some of this fake wood here, though, to make sure. Pretty day for a drive, not too hot. We have a little bit of storm coming up here in a little bit. Good dash air. Like I said, great size, state parks, older campgrounds, very versatile. You know, 30 foot plus plenty of power. You know, something you can tow a Jeep or a trailer or, you know, a bass boat or anything like that. So, plenty of leg room in it, comfortable seating, good visibility. Yeah. Plus, I like having a Class C. You got built-in sun visor with that cab open. Got a nice backup camera, which I usually don't leave a backup camera on all the time, but unless I'm towing something, but backing up. Transmission shifts good. That old V10 is hard to beat, guys. It's tried and true. Don't take my word for it. Come out and drive it for yourself, guys. And give Shane a call or a text if you're interested. Make sure it's available. Shane, what's your number?
423-347-8478.
Make sure somebody ain't beat you to it. I don't think this one will last long for this price. Not with 26,000 miles, and you know, when the other ones are an RV trader with more miles for 65 grand, that's a pretty big price difference. Well, thanks again for watching, guys. Smash us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.